Hello there everybody and welcome back to Movie Squirm. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2024 film Oddity, and this is directed by Damien McCarthy and stars Callaran Bracken. When his sister is murdered, a woman goes back to the house where the killing took place and attempts to get to the bottom of it. Now, I had heard a lot of buzz about this movie because the US got it in the cinemas and it has only just came to digital here in the UK. We did not get a cinema release as far as I know, but that buzz was definitely justified because this film does a hell of a lot of things right. Now, whilst this film is very small scale, I think it only takes place in two different locations. The main location being this beautiful countryside house, I must say. It just felt like a larger scale to me. It feels bigger than what it is, and it doesn't feel like an indie flick, put it that way. And lots of reasons contribute to why. Now, this serves as a past and present type movie where we flash back and forth to that fateful night and to this woman who is trying to uncover what actually happened. And it just peels back the layers here and there, and every single scene that is moved on contributes to the story. And you get fully invested in that. You fully want to know what is happening. And because of it, the movie is never dull. It's never boring. You are just constantly going along for the ride, and you're just thinking, man, this movie is so cool. But the movie throws in a few of its own little traits here and there to keep it from your average murder mystery movie, more involving the horror side of things. And one of these things is this creepy looking wooden man that this murder victim's sister has brought to the house. Why she brought it, we don't know. What it is doing there, we don't know. Why is this even playing a part in the movie? I mean, some of the characters are thinking this too, but as a viewer, you are constantly reminded that this thing is here because we see it a lot in the film, even though it's doing nothing. But you know at the back of your head, it's going to play a part at some point. But there's some really good writing here, not just with that wooden man, but a lot of other things. Now, for the first time I watched this film, I got to admit, I fell asleep after 30 minutes. Not because the movie was boring or anything, I was just really tired. And when I went to rewatch it, I thought, I'm going to start the movie again from the start. And it just allowed me in them first 30 minutes to pick up on a few little things that the movie was throwing at us. Just little glimpses here and there, but lots of the things that they show you do come into play later on in the movie. And I just thought it was all put together in such a clever way. Now, this movie is also quite scary in a couple of places. Films don't really scare me these days, but this one, I mean, it had its moments. There was some real tension-filled moments as well, especially in the first couple of scenes. I was like, what the hell is going to happen here, man? It really did know how to build it. But there was some real jump scares here. And I'm not usually a fan of jump scares because I can usually telegraph them all. But this movie done them really well. And I can really appreciate when a movie can still make me jump after seeing so many of them over the years. But there was a couple here that really got me going. I remember my wife just laughing her ass off because my leg went in the air a couple of times. So well done to Oddity for really getting the scare factor down when it needed to. And I got to say, one of the best things about this film was the cast. There were some absolutely powerful performances in this movie. Everyone just brought their A game to just have such a solid cast across the board. Callaran Bracken plays two different people here, twin sisters, and one of them is a fairly normal person who, you know, she's a likable character, but, you know, nothing too outrageous or anything like that. But she shows her range whilst playing this other sister who's like this type of medium, and she's a very strange person, and I loved her on the screen. I mean, when she was there, I was like always having a good time. Her dialogue was interesting, and she just put this character across to be fun to watch, I suppose. Now, Steve Wall here, who plays the sinister Ivan, was an absolute scene stealer, in my opinion. Every time he came on the screen, I was like, oh, this guy is a fucking bad person, man. Well, he really got that across. I mean, everyone in this movie was solid, I thought. There wasn't one bad performance in this film. However, there were a few things that let the movie down a little bit for me. One of them being the predictability. Now, don't get me wrong, there is some great writing and stuff in here. And even though I guessed what was going on the midway point, there were still some surprises as well. But I did kind of guess the whole main plot as what was going on there. And I really don't like it when I guess the movie. I want the movie to take me one way and then totally throw me off. I don't take solace in guessing what happened, really. I think the movie fails a little bit when that happens. And also, there was just one or two things that didn't feel like they were wrapped up. Just one or two little things here where I was thinking, why did that happen? What were they doing with this? I mean, as good as the writing is, there's just one or two things left out there. Also, the ending of this film felt a little bit anticlimactic. I felt like I was kind of robbed a little bit of something that involves a certain character, but most people will see this as less is more. However, not quite for me. However, Oddity was a little horror gem for 2024. It just shows that you don't need a massive budget to make an effective and sometimes scary horror movie. I'm just going to go ahead and make this movie now. I'm going to give Oddity a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely give this one a go if you're a horror fan and want a cool little story. Okay, at the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact. Now, a fun fact for Oddity is that one of the items in Darcy's room is, in fact, a rabbit from the movie Caveat, which is the movie that Damien McCarthy directed before this. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you want more horror movie reviews, they will be in the link down below. What did you think of Oddity? Please do let me know. Please give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. It would really help me out. Thanks so much guys, you take care, and I'll see you on the next video.